Welcome to The Good Ride. I'm James Beastie, and this is an honest, objective, in-depth review of the Salomon Assassin. I have this in a 156 and compared it against the 156 Assassin Pro. I've gotten both boards in a wide variety of conditions in the past when they had cork and bamboo sidewalls. Now they've got recycled ABS. Almost everything else about these boards is very similar or the same. So what I really wanted to do was just see how the dampening of the new ABS works. But I rode this with Union Atlas ride deadbolts and got this in some wind affected, day old powder that was kind of thick and crusty, but still pretty fun, and some really good groomers. Then I put this away, got out the Assassin Pro, and took a few laps on that just to see how the two fared. As far as sizing goes, this 156 felt really good for me. So did the 156 Assassin Pro. This would probably be the size I would get. I've tried them both in a 59 before, and that was pretty good too. If you're close to my specs, especially boot size, I would say go 56 if you want more mountain freestyle. Go 59 if you want more bigger mountain freestyle. Now, to give you a quick summary, some things that'll make you want to swipe right. This butter's better than the Assassin Pro. This has a more centered mountain freestyle ride. It doesn't set back versus the Assassin Pro. This is better in uneven snow versus the Assassin Pro. Some things that might make you want to swipe left. The Assassin Pro has more pop. The Assassin Pro has a faster base. And overall, both don't really have a lot of setback directional float. This actually has even less than the Assassin Pro because it only has 5x2 inserts. I wish they had 6x2 or even a set of setback inserts to make this a more versatile ride. And if you want to support the Good Ride and buy through a snowboarders only shop, check out our sponsor, Blower Board Shop. They have a wide variety of snowboard gear, and they do everything the big stores do in terms of price matching, in terms of fast shipping, great support, great knowledge. Check them out, buy through our links. It helps the Good Ride tremendously. When it comes to shape, you have a directional twin. The nose, I think, is like a centimeter longer than the tail, but it feels very true twin on snow, and in powder you feel very centered. So overall, it's a very centered feel. Let's talk camber. This has a decent amount of camber that goes well past the inserts and slowly transitions into flat to a touch of early rise. When you weight it down, the tip and tail pop up a little more. I think they call it rock out camber. Both the Assassin and Assassin Pro have that. I find it lives a little bit more on that semi-locked in technical side. It's not a super forgiving ride. It's more for upper intermediates, advanced and expert riders because it is a little more difficult to skid turns, but at 1 foot and flat bases really well off the chair or going down a long flat cat track. Let's talk edge hold here. There's a mellow disruption in the side cut. It grips pretty well in hard snow without grabbing too much in soft snow. Still not totally an ice specialist, but very competent if you hit surprise and you need a little extra grip to make sure you don't slip. Let's talk flex here. You can see it's got a nice medium flex. You go down to the tail. There's a little give towards the tip of the tail, but not much right around here. Let's flip her around, get the nose in this. It's similar, maybe a touch less. And then if you get down in here, there's about the same amount of give. And overall, it's got pretty good pop. It's kind of middle ground when it comes to buttering. It's doable, but not super easy. Now, just to compare this to the Assassin Pro, you can see it's a little stiffer. It's a little poppier. It's almost as easy to access this pop, but it's not as easy to butter. You can see the nose has a little less give, and same with the tail. But overall, there's just a lot more energy back with the Assassin Pro versus the Assassin. When it comes to uneven snow, I thought the Assassin did better than the Assassin Pro, but I'll say this, both the Assassin and Assassin Pro do so much better with this recycled ABS sidewall that you see throughout here. Before, this was cork and I think bamboo, and that was fatiguing. The minute conditions changed, like today when I was riding this, if I was on the old one, I would be fatigued, my knees and joints would hurt. With this one, I was ready to just keep going all day. This definitely did better than the Assassin Pro, but the Assassin Pro was no slouch, especially for a Pro model. I did feel in uneven snow, kind of slightly tracked up snow, the Assassin Pro buck a little bit more, send a little bit more of a hard pop into your joints, where this Assassin handled it very well. Neither of them are chunder busters, but this Assassin is a great all-day ride now. It's not going to be fatiguing. The Assassin Pro is a pretty good all-day ride. It's a little more fatiguing as it gets uneven, but still way better than it used to be. Now, when it came to speed, I liked the way the Assassin handled a straight line better than the Assassin Pro, just because it's not as poppy and it absorbed chatter. It's more damp. But in good, clean conditions, I think the Assassin Pro with its stiffer flex is going to do better, and its faster bass. And speaking of bass glide, this is pretty good. Not amazing, but pretty good. I felt like I noticed a little bit better bass glide with the Assassin Pro on the same exact run, only a few minutes after the Assassin with the same wax. Now, when it comes to turning, the 59 of old and this 56 both initiated a turn very quickly for my size 9 boots. Same with the Assassin Pro 56 and 59. When you got it on edge, both had proper spring out of the turn. You could center weight it, you could front foot weight it, you could back foot weight your turn. That's the joy of riding an almost double ender, aka almost a true twin. The Assassin Pro had a little more spring, a little more pop, a little more drive out of the turn, and in good conditions that was more fun to carve. Both the Assassin and Assassin Pro have a pretty balanced turning radius. I felt like I could make longer, narrower, drawn out S-turns pretty well. Across the groomer carves, kind of medium radius turns, wide radius turns, and even circle carve turns very well with this. Now, when it comes to powder, in the past, with almost the same shape, the 159 did okay, but not great. Same with the 56. I think there are a lot of other directional twins out there that are better floaters. This mostly camber ride just didn't have that easy float. And if you set it all the way back at a 22-inch stance width set all the way back, you can only get 1 inch back from center of board. That's not a lot. You're just not getting a lot of easy directional float because you only have 5x2 inserts versus 6x2 with the Assassin Pro. This is for people who like to ride centered, understand full camber, and how to plane in powder really well. The Assassin Pro has 1.75 inches back from center of board. That did a little better in powder, but it's still not that great. I found that many other all-mountain boards I compared it against, like the Ride Shadowban, like my Karua Auto, the Yes Standard on Ink, or Yes Basic on Ink, would all do a much better job when there's powder. So if you like setting it back and getting directional float, you might want to have a second board in your quiver. Even if you like twin powder riding and you like easy float, you want a second board in your quiver too. When it comes to riding switch, this rode switch really well. It's almost like a true twin. Felt the same on side cut. I didn't really have time to take it in the park or time left on my body to take it in the park, but I would love to ride the half pipe with this, and I have in the past and really enjoyed it. Both are great jump boards. You get a little more pop, a little more speed out of the Assassin Pro, but this is no slouch as well. A little on the bucky side for me personally. If you're a really good jibber, maybe. And overall, I have to say this change to recycled ABS is heaven sent. Riding Salomon boards before with a cork bamboo type sidewall was fatiguing. It was hard to ride unless the conditions were good, even with their regular models. And the Pro models were even worse. They did a lot of great things when the conditions were good, but the minute the conditions turned, I couldn't get off these boards fast enough. This whole line of Salomon has gone to recycled ABS, and it's made all these boards so much more recommendable. If you want a good mountain freestyle ride with competent grip, a fun turning experience, good pop that you can still butter, unlike the Assassin Pro, but not as good pop as the Assassin Pro, but still pretty good, this could work for you.